to Novel and Vocab Week 15. And this video is for novel. For this video, we'll be going over difficult phrases from our novel, The Lemonade War. And this is to help with cultural fluency. By becoming familiarized with different slang and colloquialisms, students will be able to relate to the novel and incorporate these phrases to convey and show their ideas more precisely. Today in this video, we'll be going over chapters 7 through 9. And if you don't already, go ahead and get your book. And first, turn with me to page 91. 91. Let me open my book. Good. And I'm going to start with the second indent where it says Evan felt. Everybody there? Good. It says Evan felt his heart jump in his chest. He had done it. He had figured out 53 divided by 3. That was 4th grade problem. That was 4th grade math. And he hadn't even started 4th grade. And no one had helped him. Not Ma, not Grandma, not Jessie. He'd done it all by himself. It was like shooting the winning basket in double overtime. He hadn't felt this good since the Lemonade War had begun. So, double overtime here. So, in sports is what we're talking about in double overtime. This is a second extra period of time added to a sports game like basketball, when both teams are still tied after their first overtime. So when the game ends, maybe it's at 100 to 100. So they need a tiebreaker, so they add extra time. But after that extra time, they're still tied at 120 and 120. So they go into double overtime. It's very intense and everyone's like at the edge of their seats during this time. Overtime is added in many sports when the game is tied at the regular time. But double overtime means that there was one overtime, but now they need a second one for the winner. So double overtime describes something that's exciting, difficult, and important, like making the winning shots in a close game. So here, he's saying that he felt like that he shot the winning basket in double overtime, meaning he's not just happy, but he is ecstatic. He's super excited that he was able to do this 4th grade math of 53 divided by 3. Some of you may think that's not 4th grade math, but I don't know. In the book, it says that it is. So, when can we use this phrase? You can say, wow, winning that prize felt like scoring in double overtime. Or you can say, it was like double overtime when she finally passed her math test. So, she was super excited that she got to pass the math test. Sometimes you can think about this. Just think of it as this group of people here cheering for you after you win in double overtime. So what has made you feel like that you've shot the winning basket in double overtime? Maybe it was passing a test that you've always, couldn't get 100 on. Or maybe it's finally being able to ride a bike. Who knows? Let's go to page 93 now. 93. And we're going to start from the very top after the first period. It says, workers from the nearby stores on their half-hour lunch breaks, moms out with their kids, old people who didn't want to be cooped up in their houses all day. High school kids on skateboards slooshed by. Preschoolers climbed on the life-size sculpture of the circle of children playing Ring Around the Rosie. Dogs lay under trees, their tongues hanging out, pant, pant, pant. So this is when we're talking about when he went to the town center, right? Trying to sell some lemonade there, but later it wasn't a good idea. But here, what is Ring Around the Rosie? As you can see here, there are some children holding hands and they're in a circle. Ring Around the Rosie is a traditional children's game where they hold hands, form a circle, and sing a song while moving around in a circle. At the end of the song, everyone just falls to the ground, and it's just something fun to do for them. It's a nursery rhyme and a game that has been around for hundreds of years, and there are many different versions all around the world. There may be even one in Korea that I don't know about. It's a popular and fun children's game in English-speaking countries, often played in preschools and playgrounds. So, there's a statue, right? And let me sing you what the song is. They say, ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. And then everybody has to fall down to the ground. And then everyone laughs and it's just a fun game. Again, it's usually for preschoolers, okay? I don't imagine you third graders playing ring around the rosy. But if you want to, you can. So maybe there's another song or something that's similar in Korean culture. Maybe you can write it down in your mission paper later to let me know, because I'm not quite sure about all of these different Korean games, but Ring Around the Rosie was definitely a popular one in America when I was growing up. Page 96. Let's go to page 96 now. Ooh. I'll start from the very top at the last period. It says, the world is a thirsty place, he thought as he nearly emptied his fourth pitcher of the day. And I am the lemonade king. Later, Evan would think of something his grandma said. Pride goeth before a fall. So what does pride goeth before a fall mean? It sounds kind of like really what people in the olden days would say when America was, or when the world was very, very young. Pride goeth before a fall. Here, this phrase warns that being too proud or confident can lead to mistakes or even failure. It's a reminder to stay humble. So pride goes before a fall. This saying comes from the Bible, and specifically it's from a book in the Bible called Proverbs. It's an old saying that became very common in English. The saying is used to remind people not to be overconfident because it could lead to disappointment or failure. So as you see here, Evan was super proud that he was able to sell all his lemonade, but then he would think what his grandma said. Pride goes before fall, meaning don't get too confident now because something bad could happen. So when can we use this old saying, pride goeth before a fall? Here you can say, he was so sure he'd win, but he lost. Pride goeth before a fall. Or you can say, her pride made her careless, and she tripped. Pride goeth before a fall. So as you can see here, everyone's super happy. They're celebrating, but as you can see at the end, no one got the bullseye. So they're celebrating a bit too early before the game is done. Pride goeth before a fall. Let's go to page 97. Oh, this is what I thought Jesse's lemonade stand would look like. Page 97. I'm going to start from the biggest paragraph on page 97 so that you can see. It starts with but. Everyone there? Read with me. It says, but there are lemonade stands all over town, said Evan. He thought of Jesse and Megan's lemonade stand. When he'd wheeled by with his wagon more than an hour ago, their stand had looked like a beehive with small kids crowding around. He had read the sign over their stand. Free face painting, nail polishing, hair braiding. What a gimmick. But it sure looked like it was working. You know, said Evan, there's a stand on Damon Road right now. You should go bust them. He was trying to get Jesse in trouble. So here, what a gimmick. As you can see here, it's not just a lemonade stand, but there's face painting, nail polishing, and even hair braiding in my picture. So what does it mean here? What a gimmick. A gimmick is a trick or a method used to grab attention, usually to get people to buy or participate in something. And in the quote here, face painting, nail polishing, and hair braiding are all the activities that are meant to attract the customers here. So they're not just trying to sell lemonade, but they're all trying to give this free stuff away also. gimmick started being used over in the 20th century as a term in marketing and in business to mean an unusual trick to draw attention. So maybe the lemonade stand wasn't getting enough attention, but now with all these events with face painting, nail polishing, and hair braiding, people can come, not to just get lemonade, but to do the other things. So it's kind of a trick. It says, what a gimmick. So people use gimmick to talk about something that seems fun or cool, but it's really just a way to get people interested quickly. So when can we use this phrase? You can say, oh, the shop used a free toy as a gimmick to attract kids. Or you can say, buy one, get one free can sometimes just be a gimmick. So when you guys go to the convenience store, there's a lot of like 2 + 1 or 1 + 1. Sometimes that can also be a gimmick because it's trying to get you to buy more if you do the 2 + 1. 1 + 1 is just another free one, but it's still trying to make you to buy it. So it is good marketing. What a gimmick. Let's go to page 108. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to be quiet. 108. Oh, it says at the very top, Jessie wanted to say something but held her tongue. She looked at him and thought, it is never going to feel normal not talking to Evan. Held her tongue. This was also in one of my old videos, but just in case, I will talk about it again if some of you are new. So no, this does not mean holding my tongue with my fingers. No. Held her tongue means she wanted to say something but stopped herself to avoid a problem or to keep peace. So this is from long time ago, like the 16th century, suggesting someone literally holding their tongue to keep it quiet. So this means a long time ago when we first started this phrase, they did hold their tongue with their fingers, but we don't use that anymore. It's used because holding your tongue sounds like stopping yourself from talking. So it's a good metaphor for choosing not to speak. So when can we use this phrase? You can say, oh, she held her tongue even though she disagreed. So instead of fighting, she just stopped talking. Or you can say, oh, he wanted to complain, but he held his tongue. So again, if you want to complain or say something bad, maybe you should just hold your tongue and wait it out. Another phrase that is similar to this is cat got your tongue. So another thing like this is when they're being quiet or they're not talking, you can say, what's wrong with you? Cat got your tongue? You can say, hey, why are you being so quiet? Here, I'm holding my tongue, and then the next thing, it's a cat holding my tongue. So both meaning, they just didn't say anything. On the same page, we're going to look at the bottom. Let's look at the last paragraph. Are you ready? It says, nah, I'm good, said Evan, looking closely at his apple. I'm just gonna take it easy today. He took another enormous bite and walked out of the kitchen and down the basement stairs. Take it easy? How could he take it easy? You didn't take it easy when you were in the middle of war. Unless. So take it easy. What does that mean? You may have already heard this because it's quite a popular saying already. Take it easy means to relax, don't stress, and to take things slowly. Take it easy has been used since a long time ago, and it means to just go about things calmly. It's used because it sounds light and friendly, encouraging people to rest and avoid stress. So if I see someone like really stressed out, I can be like, hey, take it easy. Don't worry about it. Meaning, hey, calm down. It's okay. You can relax. So when can I use this? Take it easy. You can say, oh, you've worked hard all week. Take it easy this weekend. Meaning, don't study. Don't do any homework over the weekend. Just relax and play. Wouldn't you love it when someone tells you to take it easy? I would. Or you can say, she told him to take it easy and not to worry so much. So maybe you are waiting for your test score and you're like, oh, I don't know My mom said I needed to get over 90, but I think I got 70 and I don't want to get in trouble. And a friend sees you and they may say, hey, Kimberly, take it easy. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just relax. Some people may be able to listen to that and actually relax, whereas some people may even worry more. But really, remember to take it easy, okay? You got this. This isn't really an idiom or anything, but I just wanted to point out what this word was. Everyone, let's go to page 112. At the very end, I'm going to go into where it says Jessie in our indents. Everybody there? Jessie thought hard. I'm worried that I won't make any new friends, she said. You know, that all the kids will think I'm just some puny second grader, and that... She took a deep breath. I don't belong. Megan looked up at the ceiling for a minute. Do you have an index card? She asked. Huh? I need an index card, said Megan. Do you have one? So what is an index card? You may have already seen an index card is what it looks like here. It's usually the size of a cell phone, or maybe even smaller, or maybe a little bit thicker. There are many different sizes of index cards. An index card is usually small, usually by 3 by 5 inches, used to write short notes or important notes. And students often use these for studying. I don't know about yet in elementary school, but definitely you may use this in the future to write some short notes. So index cards are very common in schools and are very easy to carry. So they're used for quick notes. So usually in America also, I just thought of this. Everyone, you were able to use an index card for your speech contest, remember? Or you're able to use a speech contest index card. This is for later on 5th grade. Debate and 6th grade debate, you're able to use an index card when you have to do your speech for a debate class. But maybe 3rd grade, you don't know. Here, as you can see, it says on the index cards, you're so nice. Thank you for being a good friend. And here, that's what Megan did, right? She wrote, you're a really nice person and you have good ideas all the time. You're fun to be with and I'm glad you're my friend. So instead of here writing notes for school or for class, Megan said that in the 3rd grade, they have this activity where everyone writes a nice thing on an index card. So she did the same thing for Jessie because she was feeling a bit down. And let's go to page 118. Okay. I'm just going to read from... I'll read the whole paragraph, okay? The biggest paragraph on that page where it starts with Jessie. Everybody there? It says, Jessie was already running numbers in her head. Subtracting the $80 that she and Megan had spent on lemonade and cups, each girl had made a profit of $64. If they increased the number of franchises from 13 to 26, they could each make $128 in one day. If they ran the 26 franchises every day for 1 week, they could each make $896. Jessie pulled out a piece of paper and scribbled a graph. The sky was the limit. So what I just read right now is a lot of math, right? Jessie's trying to think about how well her franchise of lemonade stands could become so much bigger if she did all of this. And she was doing the math in her head. But here, what does it mean? The sky was the limit. The sky is the limit means there is no limit to what someone can do or achieve. This phrase became popular in the 20th century, especially in the aviation industry when all these planes and stuff were happening, suggesting that people can reach as high as the sky. The sky is very big, vast, and open, symbolizing endless possibilities. So here, when they say that the sky is the limit, it just means that there is no limit. You can do it if you want. For example, we can say, when it comes to imagination, the sky is the limit. Because do we have a limit on our imagination? No, we can go on and think forever. And for our last one, everyone, please go with me to page 123. At the bottom of the page, it says, I didn't tell you what to do, she said. I just made a suggestion. Take it or leave it. So this is kind of a rough and kind of mean type of sentence, but it says, take it or leave it. This phrase is used to tell someone they must decide, accept an offer or reject it, and reject it completely. So this phrase became very popular when they're trying to use things to offer things without room for negotiation. So we can't say, oh, but can I? No. You either do it or you don't do it. Take it or leave it. It's used because it indirectly communicates that the person has to choose without any changes. So say that you're out shopping, right? And you want this shirt. And then you say, oh, can I have it for $20? And they're saying, no, it's $50. That's my price. Take it or leave it. So they're saying, nope, we cannot change the price. Buy it for $50 or leave. Or you can say, the teacher offered extra help after school. Take it or leave it. Meaning, get the extra help or just go home. So, take it or leave it. You can say this to someone when you're trying to offer them something, but only take it or leave it. Accept or decline. Accept or reject. Take it or leave it. And that is the end of our video. Our mission for this week. What time did Jessie buy the lemonade from the store? Very interesting. It's a very big detail question. Remember to write your name, class, and week number, week 15, for this. And here's a little hint. There's a little receipt picture there. That's all I'm going to say. So now, it's time for you to review and self-study. Please review all of the phrases again. Read it out loud, or maybe just reread the novel from where these phrases came from to fully understand what was happening. Then after that, go ahead and complete your novel homework. And that's all. Thank you so much for joining me for week 15, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you, and bye!